Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the USC Trojans offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing. Kurt, we are just 16 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Really good job here by this defense of taking away any threat downfield. Once he came to the outside, nowhere to go with the ball, so he has to tuck it and try to pick up a couple yards.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Florida State's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And now the running back's got it again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Touchdown, Florida State. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and 1 on the 17. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but is just short of the first down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle, but first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap.
And you can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Southern California.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. It right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good cover.
The 18.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last time they scored a touchdown, and they keep clicking here, but the defense come up with a stop. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught for the completion. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball to 31.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. That's a solid game when neither the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. The Noles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, big push inside there by that offensive line.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower it.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, you go to more reliable here. The fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. Third down and goal. Great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returning one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now, the combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And Ted, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time. Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Go get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. The Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Will hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. The defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. And they get the second half started with a running play. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Pass. The ball is loose. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up the first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Breaking free at midfield. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not fight at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Nowhere to run up the middle. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning. And the Knowles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and your game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Seminoles pick up enough yards to win the sticks.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got them to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. We've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Tight end makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hand.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you're going to have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
One man to the backfield, and he'll kick the football. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down. Coach elects to try for 2 points and sends out the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After another score to punctuate this offensive performance, they'll just kick it away and let the defense close it out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Over to juke, gets free now. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before long. completion. The Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up the screen. Defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available.
Deep shot, caught out of the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. As we break for the quarter curtain, Florida State is on top. So 3 quarters complete with this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And that's out of bounds after a decent gain. Pass caught, second down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal. 9. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Looking to throw yet again. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense really clicking. Sam Van Gunning here, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. Very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that will... Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
The extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. The coverage team able to bring it down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball is caught.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. Well, let's face it. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Lets it go quickly. The catch is made off the carom now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Because that ball was deflected up into the air on third down, and somehow they come down with it, and it's a first down. Sometimes better to be lucky than be good.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC. Well, touchdown to a wide open man. What was going on the defensive side?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Florida State offense heads back. Touchdown drive in the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Forced down here for this offense. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. Defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win today. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last position. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense, they trap him and sack him back at the 10. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just the first part. Now you got to execute the onside kicker and give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Most special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, then anything can happen.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Cover line for second down and very short now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback will take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Florida State Seminoles.